Katie Munn here with Munnday Musings, another beautiful day in Portland, Maine. So before I delve into this week's Munnday Musings, I just want to let you know that Munnday Musings is no longer going to be shown on Anchor and Rose Apothecary. I'm committing this page 100% to herbs, but if you do like my messages about high vibration, about love, about positivity and joy, like the Instagram handle, Creating a Magical Life with Katie Munn. And it's right down below. So you can go there, you can like it, and every single day that page is going to have inspirational messages, ways to incorporate love and joy into your life every single day. So, Monday, August 7th, we have a full moon in Aquarius and also a lunar eclipse. So today the energy is a little bit wonky, a little peaceful, but then a lot of revelations, if you will. So I first want to check in about last week. How did you do with disconnecting and then reconnecting? How did you do with limiting your screen time on your computer or on your phone? Did you spend more time in nature? Did you connect with your neighbors? How did that go for you? Myself, I found that I didn't watch a movie or a TV show all week, and I read every single evening, which was really awesome. And it was a little tricky with my phone because I'd post something and then I'd be like, oh, I need to update it, and kind of found myself navigating my phone a little bit, but overall I feel like I did really well. So it was a great exercise. I followed right along with you guys. Hold on one moment. Thistle is he's playing with his frisbee. He goes a little nuts, so I'm going to close the door there. Okay. All right, so this week's Munnday Musings is so simple. Where we are in a transitional time, so we have the lunar eclipse today, and then in 2 weeks we have the full solar eclipse, the Great American Solar Eclipse. Mercury goes into retrograde on Saturday, so we have a lot of planetary stuff going on. So it's super important during this time to check in with yourself. So I've talked about this before, creating space and time to check in with yourself throughout the day to gauge how you're doing. It's so simple, but it's so important. So when you start your day, whether it be when you first wake up or before you head out the door, find a moment to check in with yourself. What I do is right before I head out the door, I've created a little altar in my room, and I just sit down and I say, okay, Katie Munn, how are you doing this morning? And I might say a little prayer, I might give a little gratitude, I might send some love from my heart space out to those that really need some loving in their lives. But I check in that moment before I start the day so I know what energy I'm rolling with. And if, for example, I'm just like, oh, I don't know, I'm feeling dehydrated, or I'm feeling kind of cranky, or I just feel like chocolate, I'll make sure to pack a little chocolate candy bar with me, or I'll make sure to bring my water bottle with my lemon in it to hydrate throughout the day. So checking in with yourself. And if you're like, hey, I don't have a room for an altar in my house, or, like that seems a little woo-woo to me, check in with yourself when you sit down in the car, right? If you have to drive to work every day, you're sitting in your car, sit there, close your eyes and be like, okay, how am I doing this morning? And then make it a habit to, in the middle of the day. So it could be like around lunchtime, it could be mid-afternoon, you're getting a cup of tea or something, check in with yourself too. Because often our energy can change throughout the day, right? We enter work and then the workspace is hectic and crazy and we get all frazzled, and then in the afternoon we're like, I don't feel good. And so checking in with yourself, you're like, oh, I don't feel good because I'm stressed out. And you take a few deep breaths and you make a nice cup of tea and you take a walk outside and then you feel better. So checking in with yourself is so important. It just helps you gauge your emotions throughout the day. And the more you gauge your emotions, the more you check in with yourself, the more you're aware of your emotional well-being and how to navigate and be mindful throughout those emotions. And sometimes you may be like, oh, I feel so tired. And you have to roll with that, and you have to be like, okay, so I feel tired. But just acknowledging that instead of like fighting against it or like, oh, why do I feel so tired? You're being honest and acknowledging how you're feeling. So I like to do the check-in about 3 times a day, first thing in the morning, afternoon, and usually right before I go to bed. I might journal, I might do a little yoga, and it only takes a minute. I know so many of us are crushed for time and we're so busy, we're go. But really, the more you get into the habit of this, the more your body is going to thank you, and you're going to be more connected to yourself, your well-being, and your emotions. So, welcome to Creating a Magical Life with Katie Munn, the new page that this is on. I love you all so much. I hope you have an amazing week, an amazing full moon, amazing lunar lunar eclipse, and you have some beautiful revelations about your life and where you're headed. Okay, see you next week. Bye.